Hello everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, I'm so excited to share one of my absolute favorite recipes with you, a gorgeous, rustic European country bread. Imagine a loaf with a super crunchy, crackly crust and a soft, airy, chewy inside. It's the kind of bread that makes your whole house smell incredible, and it's surprisingly easy to make. You don't need any fancy equipment, no stand mixer, no special pans. Just a few simple ingredients, your hands, and a little bit of time. This recipe is all about patience and letting the dough do its thing. It's a no-knead method that develops amazing flavor overnight. So, if you've ever been intimidated by bread baking, this is the perfect recipe to start with. Let's get our hands doughy and bake something truly special together. First up, let's talk ingredients. You'll be amazed at how simple this is. All you need is 4 cups of all-purpose or bread flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1½ teaspoons of active dry yeast, and 2 cups of warm water. That's it. The magic is in the method, not a long list of ingredients. In a large bowl, whisk together the flour, salt, and yeast. This just makes sure everything is evenly distributed before we add the water. Now, pour in your warm water. It should feel like a nice warm bath, not too hot, or it can harm the yeast. Grab a spatula or a wooden spoon and mix until you have a shaggy, sticky dough. Don't overmix it. Just combine everything until there are no dry patches of flour left. The dough will look messy and sticky, and that's exactly what you want. Now, for the easiest part of all, the waiting. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap or a clean kitchen towel and just let it sit on your counter at room temperature. We're going for a long, slow fermentation here, anywhere from 12 to 18 hours. This is where all that incredible flavor develops. So, you can mix this up in the evening and it will be ready to bake the next morning. When you come back to it, the dough will have more than doubled in size and will be covered in bubbles. You'll see these beautiful web-like strands when you pull at it. This means the gluten has developed all on its own, and your dough is alive and ready for the next step. It will also smell amazing, a little bit tangy and yeasty. Alright, our dough has risen beautifully. Lightly flour your countertop or a large cutting board. Gently scrape the dough out of the bowl. It's going to be sticky and wobbly, so be gentle with it. Now, we're just going to quickly shape it. Sprinkle a little flour on top of the dough and fold it over on itself a couple of times, maybe from the top down, then the bottom up, and then from each side. This isn't really kneading, we're just creating a little tension to form a rough ball. Don't press all the air out. Once you have a roundish shape, place it on a piece of parchment paper. Cover it loosely and let it rest for another 30 minutes while we preheat the oven. This is a crucial step. Place a Dutch oven with its lid on in your oven and preheat to 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 230 Celsius. A super hot pot is the secret to that crispy crust. The oven is hot, the pot is ready, and our dough has had its final rest. Carefully take the hot Dutch oven out of the oven. Be extremely careful, it's scorching. Now, pick up your dough by lifting the parchment paper and gently lower it, paper and all, into the hot pot. Put the lid back on and place it in the oven. Bake it covered for 30 minutes. The lid traps steam, which creates that amazing chewy interior and helps the bread rise. After 30 minutes, carefully remove the lid. You'll see your loaf has puffed up beautifully. Now, we bake it for another 15 to 20 minutes uncovered, until it's a deep golden brown and the crust is super hard. The internal temperature should be around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's done, use the parchment paper to lift it out and place it on a wire rack to cool. And there you have it, a perfect loaf of homemade rustic country bread. The hardest part is waiting for it to cool down before you slice into it. You have to let it cool for at least an hour, or the inside will be gummy. But, oh, that sound when you finally cut into that crust. It's just incredible. Serve it with some good butter, use it for sandwiches, or dip it in soup. There's nothing better. I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's so rewarding to bake your own bread from scratch. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more simple, delicious recipes. Thanks so much for baking with me today.